Hi Oliver, so we've had some Tesco results out today and the share price is up about 13% on trading. What's the good news that's come out that's moved it?
So it's been a big day for Tesco. It was always going to be a big day. Two things were happening today. The first is Tesco's given an update on Christmas trading. The second is they've given some idea of their future strategy. And they've had good news on both fronts. The first, on the trading front, Tesco had a reasonably decent Christmas, or at least a relatively decent Christmas. Like-for-like sales fell only slightly over the period, which is not great, but it's a lot less of a fall than its sales were falling earlier in the year. And on the second part, Dave Lewis, the relatively new chief executive, has given details of what he's planning to do with Tesco. And there's been a number of things on that front. He's appointed a new chief executive from the UK business. He's taken someone from Halfords to do that. He's cutting spending, both capital spending on stores and also administrative overheads, which are going down by about 15%. He's selling some of the peripheral businesses. He's moving out of the head office. He's made a whole lot of changes, and these have all obviously gone down very well in the market, as shown by the share price jump.
So was it all good news then?
Yes, as far as it went. The thing to be careful of here is that a lot of this is a good first start. If you take, for example, what he announced on store closures, he said he would close 43 stores. Now, it's good that Tesco is closing some stores. The UK is very oversupplied for capacity in the grocery market. But 43 stores is very small. Tesco has over 3,000 in the UK, so it really is a fairly small cut, and I think it needs to go further with that. Also, on the balance sheet side, it's not paying the final dividend. That'll save some money, and as I said, they're cutting some costs. That will all help the balance sheet. But the balance sheet may need more help in the future, which may mean more disposal of some of the other peripheral businesses that Tesco has and has built up over the past few years. So there's much further to go on a lot of these areas.
And do we have any indication of where Dave Lewis is going to go next with the plans?
No, he's talked about selectively investing in price. This is a word the supermarkets love to use when they talk about price cuts. They say investing in price. For me, that's not investing, that's just cutting prices. So they'll still have to do some work on prices to keep up with the discounters and Morrison and Sainsbury and everyone else who's cutting prices. I say some of the other peripheral businesses might be sold, maybe even some of the overseas businesses that might be on the agenda a bit later in the year. And he has to make some very tough decisions about what's going to happen to the UK stores, whether he needs to take out more capacity. But that might be difficult because Tesco has done a sell and lease back on lots of its stores in recent years. So if it wants to close some of these, it will have to get out of these leases, which could be difficult. So a lot of difficult times ahead. There's been a promising first move there.
So promising first move, but lots more to still see. Thanks very much.